it foggy outside. All the planes have been grounded. Ain't the fire inside? Let's all go stand around it. Funny, I've been there, and you've been here. We ain't had no time to drink that beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Fullington.
Yo.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Fullington. And the man whose story's got stories, the hardcore icon. He's got 99 problems, but bananas ain't one. The Sandman Hack. How the hell's it going today?
Ah, it's a lovely day, dude. Schwarber, boom, MVP All Star Game.
Wow.
It's a lovely day in Philly.
I didn't stay awake for the All Star Game festivities.
Oh, you didn't?
Nah, I went to bed after.
Dude, I fell asleep right before the swing off. I'm so pissed.
Seattle was up 6-0, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. And that was it.
Well, it did end, after the whole swing off and everything, it did end at like 12:15. It was like a 4-hour ordeal.
It was like half of an AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Throw something in there. It was on the tip of my tongue. I didn't have it yet.
No, it's cool. I'm happy for Schwarber. It's the All Star Game. I'm fine with something like that ending on a swing off, and it's something fun for the fans. And we got the All Star Game coming here to Philly next year. Definitely going to try to make it to either the Derby or.
Oh, dude, we're going to the Derby.
Live
pod? You have to.
Yeah,
live pod from the All Star Game? I'm in.
We'll have Schwarber on as a guest, just so you know.
Speak it into existence.
Oh, Kruk is a big mark.
All right, dude, boys, that's our mission.
Yeah.
Next All Star Game, Kruk on the Sandman pod.
Kruk is a huge.
He's always telling McCarthy, he's like, yeah, Roman Reigns, he's
came back the other night.
Yeah, the tribal chief.
He came back the other night. He's always talking WWE on the air, man. That was fun this past week. And this past weekend, guys, we're going to have this out before our next show. But this past weekend on Saturday, we were in New York at American Whiskey Bar and Grill with the one and only, the fantastic Kendra Lust, adult film superstar. You guys cannot miss this episode.
Greatest MILF of all time.
Number one MILF of all time. Shouts out to everybody at American Whiskey Bar and Grill. Shouts out to Bobby for putting everything together. Michael from Danos. And Kendra. Man, what a great guest she was.
What a great chick.
No, she's
cool.
awesome.
So cool. I cannot wait for you guys to hear this episode because we had such a blast. And she could not have been any cooler. Her husband Chuck was awesome as well. Just really down-to-earth people, really cool people. And we had a great conversation. So I cannot wait for you guys to hear that episode. That one's going to be out on Monday. And
you'd be shocked how many things coincide with porn shooting and in the ring stuff going on.
Yeah, there was.
It's crazy.
It really is. And she just couldn't have been nicer and really fun.
You look smitten still over there.
I am smitten. Hey, Kendra was
Look at him over there. Kendra was goo-goo-eyed and everything.
Kendra was great. She was fantastic. Honestly, she's a true businesswoman too. She's really, she made something. She's self-made like you are, Hack, and so we had a lot of common ground between her business and the wrestling business. And I think you guys are really going to enjoy that interview. Cannot wait for that to get out for you guys.
I mean, if not, you just look at her tits.
I was gonna say I wouldn't normally say this.
Seriously?
I was gonna say that I wouldn't normally say this about our episodes, but get the hand lotion ready if you need to.
She's absolutely gorgeous in person too. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, great chick. Her and her husband Chuck. They're awesome people from Detroit. Kind of very similar to us, like Northeast. Vibe and everything like that. So.
Losers. Washington beat them last year.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say that to her face again.
Hell no. Oh, I love Detroit. Go Barry Sanders.
It was as engaged as you'll ever see Hack, let me tell you. Okay?
He remembers everything.
Vivid memory there. This week,
all I remember is cleavage. That's it. Cleavage.
This week on the show, we are covering AEW All In Texas 2025.
Nice.
They had a big house there. First off, I love the way that they shot this show. I think it was the best produced and shot show. The camera angles. I love the way that they made. They only had about 27 to 30,000 people there, but the way that they made it look, it just looked really big.
It looked way more than that.
Yes, it had a big event feel to it. I really loved the way that they shot it. And there was a lot of different camera shots throughout the night.
You catch the upper deck a couple times, like totally empty.
Yeah, but for the most part, it looked like a full house. The way that they shot it, I'm saying it was really well done.
In the hard camera, getting that like 30 rows of people there and those bleachers right there was nice. They were with it the whole time. I mean, I couldn't believe it.
Because I've seen.
I had to watch it in 3 different segments. This freaking pay-per-view was so long.
It was so
Jesus.
long. Because I've seen some shows like World Class Championship Wrestling and stuff where they ran like Dallas Stadium. And they're only having like 25,000 people there, and it looks bad, but it's your biggest audience you'll ever have, and it looks bad. But
Right.
this was a.
And you lost money too, I'm sure. That building's expensive. Those buildings ain't cheap.
No, this is the Rangers building. It definitely was not a cheap building. But
I don't know if you noticed anything about. I don't know. There was one section that I kept like seeing on the floor that it was like kind of behind the one turnbuckle. They had the chairs turned like sideways. They weren't facing the ring. So if you noticed, everybody in their chair was like tilted this way, like
No, I didn't
looking
notice
at
this.
looking at the ring, but all the chair backs are like to the side. And it was this one section which I don't know why they didn't in the corner. So I don't know why they didn't just focus on having them pointed that way, but they were like turned to the side, and the ring was like here. So everybody had to like kind of like cockeye themselves like over like that. I don't know if anybody else caught that or anything like that. It was in the one section behind the one hard camera.
Was he one-eyed Will in it then?
I no idea. No, I'm telling you, hard camera, back left turnbuckle.
I thought. Okay, because I don't know.
So yeah, like hard camera, those chairs were facing this way, but for some reason they didn't have those chairs on a diagonal facing this way. They were turned sideways facing the other people. I don't know, just something I picked up, but I don't know how you mess that up.
yeah.
But you know.
The show itself started off with the AEW World Trios Championship match between the Ops taking on Gabe Kidd, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. This was just, I think, a real, just solid opener. It was kind of pretty basic for the most part. Like, Joe was in there working on Yuta. Hobbs came in with a suplex, and then the Ops were beating down Yuta with a bunch of chops. Shibata hit a corner dropkick, which was nice, and a butterfly suplex. There was a spot behind the ref's back, messing up, distracting Gabe Kidd. And then Claudio took off Shibata off the apron, went to a chin lock. It's just kind of just okay work. There was some triple teaming. There was then Gabe Kidd, a brainbuster that from Shibata, and then it went to Joe, who power slammed Gabe Kidd. The Death Riders then hit the fastball special, but Hobbs is in there to break it up, and then that was Yuta all by himself for the finish with the Muscle Buster. I love the finish of this. The crowd came up.
Finish was alright.
The crowd came up for the finish with the Muscle Buster.
The finish made the entire match.
Yeah, the rest of the match is just kind of nothing. Like, it was just solid work. But the finish and the post match, which I enjoyed, I really liked that. But to me, this was just like a dirt solid opener. Nothing bad, nothing great. I'm going to go 2.5 stars for it. Post match, they had everybody, the Death Riders all laid out Joe with the chair around his neck, which built up heat for the main event angle later. This was just a basic match. I think it went a little bit too long.
100%.
Oh my God! When you say that, that'll be every match.
No, I don't know about every
What'd you
match.
get, Ollie? Like 14?
I'm going
14 and a half.
I'm going 2.5 stars for it. Ollie, what do you give it?
I'm like right at like 2, maybe even a little under. The match probably could have been 8-9 minutes long. Really didn't even need to be on the card, but if you're going to put it on the card,
If you're going to put every worker in the business on card.
make it 10 minutes or less.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It wasn't a bad match or anything. It's just make it like you guys just have to be more like timely with. I know everybody like you want to get everybody in and stuff like that, but These guys are professionals. You can get everything you need to get in 10 minutes or less.
Yeah. Hack, what do you give it?
I don't know. I think this match going 15 is kind of, I don't know. When you have a 6-hour pay-per-view, aren't you trying to make a point? You have to be trying to make a point here.
You are.
And I'm not sure what their point is.
Well,
you know what I mean? But when you have this match 15 minutes, you're trying to make a point. Boys, go out there, take your time, do whatever the hell you want.
To your point about them making a point, I think twofold. I think, number one, Tony is such a big super card wrestling fan, and this reminded me a lot of those New Japan Wrestle Kingdom shows that do go 5 hours, 5.5 hours on the total card length. So I think that's part of his goal. The other thing, I think, was the fact that he wanted to then take this show into Saturday night's main event and take it into that time to try to hurt the WWE counter program. So by having this show go as long as it did, it's kind of like a counter punch to the punch that TKO is throwing you.
Well, if they're going to run, we're starting early, so we're going to still be running at that point when they don't even... Yeah, see, I don't know, then.
That's, I think, their 3D chess move of it.
Well, okay, so was WWE, when they're saying that they're going to run during their pay-per-view, if they're running later, they're if you're running on the same night, obviously you're thinking WWE's trying to take money out of their pockets.
Yes.
You know what I mean? For people saying the pay-per-view, but do you think they also thought, are they going to actually run against us are they going to run a 6-hour pay-per-view?
Well,
was that them screwing with them on the other hand too? Say, well, go ahead, screw with us. You're going to run a 6-hour pay-per-view now.
WWE had the NXT show on earlier in the day too, going head to head. So they were.
There's a war.
Yeah, it's a real wrestling.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I didn't realize the NXT thing and all that.
Yeah, so like,
this is a fisticuffs brawl.
Yes, it is. So the part of the reason this show went so long, in my opinion, is that they were trying to counterpunch a bit. So saying like, oh, you want to watch Saturday night's main event? Well, we're going to throw this at you, and it's going to be the top notch wrestling. So I don't know. That's my take on it, but. What did you give the match overall, though?
A 3 because it was solid. I didn't have to write anything down, so it's got to be a 3.
Okay, I think it was dirt solid. I agree with you on that.
Totally solid match. Yeah. I mean, I'm not interested.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm watching it.
Yeah. Ty.
Yeah, 2.5 for me. And that's just because the finish. I thought the finish was really good.
I love the finish.
Yeah, the finish was really good. Everything other than that was just blah, 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 blah,
The crowd came up when he got him hooked for the muscle buster. Like,
100%.
It was like perfect. And I mean, could you, to your point, Ollie, could you have done this in 8 minutes? I think yes. But like, I think they wanted to go as long as they could, honestly.
And if what you're saying is correct, let's just say, like, for the sake of the argument, I mean, okay, like, I guess I get what you're trying to do, but you're still, like, kind of doing your fans almost a disservice by keeping them there that long.
Well, I mean, when we were talking about this show on the ride up to New York on Saturday, and we're breaking down the match times in the car, and I'm like, we all thought all the matches that were going to get half hour got a half hour. Like, we called it. We knew this was going to be a long one. So it's not like their fan base is not aware of, if you're watching an AEW pay-per-view, drink some coffee, man.
Pack a lunch. Seriously, pack a freaking lunch.
Yeah.
They should let you in with your own food. You know what I mean? Like Eagles games and stuff.
And, like, I get, like, long pay-per-views is normally, like, their thing. I mean,
6
it's
hours,
obviously not only 6 hours.
Dude.
Is like, I'm okay with, like, the 4-hour pay-per-view that they normally give us. Like,
right.
They're giving you more than your money's worth, and, like, you're seeing good wrestling, and it's more than WWE
This is 2 hours more than that.
Yeah, it's just fuck, man, this was a lot.
But I also think maybe one of the reasons, and I don't want to just keep talking about the length of the card today, but I think part of the reason too is that, like, okay, if on our regular pay-per-views we give you 4, if this is our biggest show of the year, we got to give you even more. And I don't necessarily agree with that, but I'm trying to put myself.
Hey, less is more, gentlemen.
I'm trying to put myself in their shoes on the why that this show was so long. Not that I actually agreed with it being as long as it was.
I'd like to know, what time did both of them end roughly the same time? Was Moxley in the ring with, like, getting cues like, oh, they're not done yet, they're still going? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think so because
But-
that match was paced perfect. I feel like I don't think that was like I don't think there was any bullshit in that match where they were like, you know what I mean? I don't think there was anything to extend that really.
No, I just want to know when both of them ended. Like, it wasn't real, like, and who did better then? I'd love to know what Saturday night's
main event did the worst rating of the Saturday night's main event since they've started them again.
Okay. Well, yeah, but they just restarted it.
Well,
There's not a lot of data.
It's not a great
there, is
sample
there?
size. I think this was their third or fourth one.
Okay, yeah.
And this is also, it was Goldberg's retirement. So Goldberg's retirement was less of a draw than some
And he was not happy at the end either.
No, I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but I've heard all about it this week and everything. And
Them just cutting off his
he didn't get to cut his promo and
Yeah.
stuff. And yeah,
At least he knew it was a rib.
Him complaining is pathetic.
Well, but to Hack's point though, he was on Ariel Helwani this week and he was talking about how, you know, I don't think The Undertaker and I don't think Cena would get this treatment.
Yeah, you're not the fucking Undertaker, dude.
I know. I'm not saying he is, but
Like-
to his point is, I'm a big star, and he kind of felt like it was a rib on him, and you think it was a rib on him, Hack?
Yeah.
Because he had heat with.
And it's easy to cover under time allotment.
Yeah.
They don't know the time allotment, what was going on in the truck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
even-
saying, dude? I'm telling you.
No, I don't know, man. That's a theory. Up next on this show was the men's casino gauntlet, and when I think about like what I would have trimmed on this show, this match as well as the women's casino gauntlet matches are the first two that come to my mind.
I'd have trimmed the whole first half of the show.
Yeah, like to me, I understand. Like I would have much rather this had just been a Mark Briscoe MJF singles match, which would have been excellent. It would have been a fantastic match. And this is nothing against any of the workers in this match because I think the work in this at spots was solid. I just didn't like the structure of it. I thought it went way too long. I didn't mind the finish, but I mean,
Briscoe was outside of the ring
Dude,
for
he-
like the whole
How long did
match.
this
I
go?
thought.
We know who went long, but that's why I just said to myself, wow, over here when I looked at it.
What does it say?
Basically 35 minutes.
That's egregious. I think. I
Oh
think.
my god, I didn't really think it was that long.
I think
I
that's.
didn't
watched
think
that
so
together.
either.
I watched this with you guys.
I just like it wasn't like it was bad at 8 points. Bad. I don't like. I really don't like people laying on the outside, and this match had a shit ton of
There's
that.
11 guys
The
laying
whole
on the outside.
weekend.
A lot of just laying on the outside, and I'm like, I hate that. I hate interference in Rumble Battle Royal matches. It's already a match that's too crowded. Don't give me the who was it, Bishop Khan and whatever ran in for Ricochet. I don't need you to do a run-in spot. And I understand he was trying to progress a story, played into the finish, but just no. The finish of this, was there anything to talk about the guys who came in this?
No.
I don't think so.
I just love Briscoe.
I love Briscoe. Like, if they gave us a Briscoe MJF singles match, or a Briscoe MJF and Mystico three-way, or any combination of those guys, that would have been so much better for this show. So
Yeah, just the two could have easily handled
The
that
best part about it is Juice Robinson coming back.
Juice Robinson making his return, got a huge pop. He got a gigantic
I
reaction.
didn't even get it why he got a
Clean
huge pop.
shaven.
Clean shaven. He looks weird.
Yeah.
like
Does look weird.
People were calling him Bo Dallas. He looked like Bo
He did
Dallas.
kind of look like Bo
But
Dallas.
I love Juice, man. I thought he looked really good in it. Like I'm excited to see what him and the Guns are going to do. But this was just I don't know, man. The finish of this was Briscoe hit a J Driller on Roddy Strong, but MJF ran in and stole the pin. I can't give this more than 2 stars, and it's not against the work. It's just because of the execution of everything. I just didn't really care for this at all. Ollie?
I'm giving it a 1 because it's just executed so poorly. Like, just on length, how many people are in it, how many people are always just down. It's just bad execution.
Yeah. Hack?
I don't know. The wrestling's fine.
Right, the wrestling was
35
fine.
minutes is the problem.
Yeah, the rest and everybody in this match, really good worker. Like, it's not like anybody in this match is not. I mean,
15 minutes. That's it.
right, and like, I get what Tony's trying to do. He's trying to get everybody on this show. It's the biggest show of the year. He's probably trying to get them payday. Trying to, and people are probably thinking that they deserve spots. Like a guy like Takeshita Bandito, all these guys in the match that like they're hell of a fucking workers. They're really, really good workers. But to me, this was just overcrowded and long. So what did you get?
There's tons of talent, but it's all their same level. They got tons of guys that are irreplaceable. You know what I mean? WWE doesn't have that. They got the top, but then they have everybody else. To me,
Well,
there's not like a tippity top. I mean, you got your Ospreys and your Omegas and your Okadas and stuff like that.
so you just named the tier for AEW. AEW has that top
That's
tier
three.
too.
You could go on for 15 like that in the WWE.
If I had to say who WWE's or AEW's top tier is, you got Hangman, Mox, Swerve, Okada.
Okay, I think Hangman's
Omega.
there only because of what's happened in the recently.
No,
he was
he's
not
always
one
there.
of,
He's
but,
been their
but he
ace.
wasn't one of their top guys. He wasn't Omega level to me, if you ask me.
He was their ace, dude.
He's Omega
He
and
was.
Okada
Yeah.
level.
He's a previous champion.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a tier. They have a top tier as well in AEW.
He was, and then like obviously he went down and did like his thing with Swerve and like whatever, like on the under when Mox and that shit was going on. But I mean, he's still big time no matter what. Like MJF, I would consider MJF up
Top
there
tier.
with the top tier.
Top
but
tier.
now,
MJF's up there, definitely.
right,
With
but
the
now,
company
but now he's a third wheel with the Hurt Syndicate.
Well, I
but
don't understand why.
But I'd still consider him a top guy. Just because he's doing this little thing
Okay.
with there doesn't mean that he's not still a top guy, in my opinion.
They're pushing him again to the top too. This is the slow
Right.
climb up
I'm
to
just
the top
like giving
again.
like an example as far as like top guys that can fluctuate up and down.
What did you give the match, Hack?
A 0.
A 0.
It's good to
don't-
0.
I think the
a lot
last
of talent out there, but 35 minutes kills me.
the last one that you gave a
Just
0 to was that blue meanie tag with the
Whatever it was.
You
Yeah.
don't give zeros out often.
Dude, but it's horrifying.
Yeah, Ty,
No, Hack stole right from me. 0.
you're going 0. Wow.
And like I said, no fault of the workers. It's just you can't do it.
Yeah,
Why are we going out there
Yeah,
for
it's
35
poor
minutes?
execution.
Yeah, you just can't do it.
yeah. Up next on the show, Adam Cole came out and he cut a real serious, heartfelt promo. He took a clothesline from Kyle Fletcher on Collision the night before, or was it? No, it was on Thursday. It wasn't the night before, and he's dealing with the concussion syndrome and thinks that this could be the end of his career. And the crowd was that kind of killed the crowd, that promo, because the people in the audience were really
He
feeling
brought
that.
it back at the end right before he walked through the curtain, you know what I mean? He put a smile on his face, he stopped crying, thanking everybody and all that.
But I'm saying the crowd dealing with that emotion. This match, the crowd was dead for. And this match, how long did this match go, Ollie?
Well, I was gonna say before that, if that had to tell you anything, I timed the Adam Cole thing, and the Adam Cole segment was 15 minutes in itself.
Okay, and then you get this match, which was 20,
right.
Which was
Yeah.
14.
14 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
Just
a 30
over
minutes.
14.
So that's a 30-minute segment between Adam Cole talking and then the next.
Not
one.
counting entrances for all 4 of these guys either.
Right.
Because you got 4 entrances there. And this match was like just a bunch of nothing. So Adam
I
Cole,
mean,
he
to their
vacates.
credit, it was thrown together because
Totally.
of the whole Adam Cole thing. I mean,
What do you
but
mean
you
throw
should
it
be
together?
able
You
to.
still go over it in the back.
No, I know, but I'm just saying you should be able to put together something better than that. Even if you had 10 minutes before you went out there.
But I think this match was all about the finish, and nothing in the match actually matters.
Finish shocked me.
Well,
That's the
me
only
too-
note I have on the match.
me-
Is shocked.
Me too, because I'm watching with 2 of my buddies, and my one buddy's like, "Oh, well, Dustin's eating the pin here. Who wins this match?" And we all agreed, because none of us thought that Dustin was walking out. I mean, he would have been Buster Douglas level of odds to win. And when he got
Higher.
higher than Buster.
Higher, yeah.
I would have put everything I had that Fletcher was winning that match.
Right, and I got to give it to him for just the finish alone. They created a moment out of something, and Dustin winning that belt, Texas baby, and like honestly, it kind of like hit me. I was like, man, I was so happy for him having that moment.
I thought it was cool.
I thought it was so cool.
I was
man.
like,
I was
I mean,
shocked.
my jaw was on the floor.
And I think that's something big shows have to give you is like curveballs sometimes. Like I remember when Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental belt at Mania the one year in the ladder match. I was completely shocked by the finish. But then I was like, yeah, you know what? That was fucking cool. That was awesome. I'm fine with it. Dustin winning this belt right here, it doesn't hurt anybody. Like, Fletcher's going to beat him for it eventually.
Yeah, like Fletcher's going to get it
I thought
eventually,
he
so
wouldn't
that's
even-
why I'm okay with
Right.
him getting the moment.
Right.
I thought the belt would have been off of him by now. You know what I mean? I thought it would be like one of those quick switcheroos.
They could have done it last night.
Right.
I mean, like, to give Dustin that moment, though, and for him to win a singles title in AEW.
See, but if you rip it off of him the net right away, then you got a nice build of him trying to get it back, and you get another whole 6-month run out of him.
True. I mean, there wasn't really much in this match to talk about, but that finish I absolutely loved. It was a Dragon Tamer on Dustin, and Dustin just reversed it for a cradle, and he won the TNT title. And the building was shocked, and when Aubrey...
It was a gasp.
When she presented the belt to him and he was overcome with emotion, it was a really, really cool moment. I thought it was up there with Hangman's win as like the best moments on this show. I really, really loved the moment. The match itself, nothing memorable at all. I only will remember the finish. And for that, for that alone, I'm just going to give it 3 stars, even though the work in the match was not really much. But I love that finish so much. Ollie?
Yeah, I'm like right around like 2 stars for it. I mean, the work is the work. Like, it wasn't bad. I mean, like, everybody's decent in it, you know. Yeah, I mean, cool moment for Dustin. You know, happy you got it. So.
Heck?
5 easy.
5 easy.
For the finish, dude.
Yeah, it's all about the finish.
I was like, what did they... I couldn't believe it. That I was like, that's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. I mean,
I loved it. I get goosebumps now. I'm telling you, I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too, man. I really thought, I was like, wow.
This whole family, the Rhodes family.
Yeah, they're man, wrestling superstars, man. Seriously. Ty, what do you give it?
I'll give it a 2. The match construction, everything. The moment was cool. I mean, I wasn't like swept up like you guys were.
I
in the
was,
moment.
man.
Dude, Gold Dust was back, and it was the biggest thing that company had for a couple years.
In '96. Yeah.
Wow, he was huge.
Yeah, really pushing boundaries. And Dustin Rhodes, one of the like really underrated workers ever, man. Like, he could work his ass off.
Yeah, right there with Barry Windham. I equate those two like very, very similar.
Yeah. Ty, anything else on the match?
Nah, I hated the fucking triple suplex off each of the top ropes by
That's
Garcia. That's gotta go.
I don't like that spot either.
That was just like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Right? But that's it.
Up next on the show was the Young Bucks taking on Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay. And this match, I also thought struggled the first half to get the crowd into it because the crowd seemed a little out of it after that last
Their
finish.
entrance was pretty
Their
cool.
entrances were the Young Bucks entrance on the boat
Yeah,
thing,
it was cool.
and then Swerve coming out to the Shaka Khan song sang by. I was like, this is what big pay-per-view wrestling should be like. Everybody should have something, like the twist on their entrance, something bigger than usual. And I thought that they really, really did a great job of the presentation on that. And the Young Bucks just popped me with the Founding Fathers shit. Like that was so goofy, but
It was really good. And I also, at this point, when they started this match, you were 2 hours in.
Yeah.
The start of your 4th match, you were 2 hours in. I timed it.
Yeah, and this show, I mean, I think this match...
I'm just saying, like, that may kind of be leading to somewhat of, like, how you said the crowd was a little bit dead. You have a little bit low. Obviously, they got into it, later during the other, like, bigger matches. But that, like, the middle period of this is, like... how long can you fucking sit there? Imagine if you tailgated this pay-per-view.
No!
You'd be shit-faced.
Suppose you're a parent that you're taking your kid there, right? And you're there for 6 hours, and it's a tight budget, and the whole world's broke right now. The whole United States, if they had an extra if they had a car accident right now, they'd have to worry about paying their mortgage or getting their car fixed so they could go get a job to pay their mortgage. You're there for 6 hours. That kid wants another bucket of popcorn.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
you
I
want to
hear
go
you.
outside and smoke a joint in between matches and shit. I mean, come on.
You're having 10 beers.
It's stupid.
Well,
Ollie was right.
This-
They totally did disservice to their fucking fans. Go
Like,
6
again,
hours.
you want to give them, like, as much great wrestling as you can, but to keep
Not 6
people there
hours.
for 6 hours is a lot.
Well, it's like you're trying to give them their money's worth, but by them being there that long, they're spending more money.
I'll pay more if you shorten this shit up a little bit. It'll be cheaper than buying more food at this place.
There was a spot in this
Probably got
match.
their cars fucking towed because they were there for too long.
There was a spot in this match where they were just trading everything, and it was going like 1,000,000 miles an hour. And they hit like there was destroyer, and then there was a hidden blade and a house call combination for like the double down. And from that point on in this match, it went into like overdrive of just like.
It was good from that point on.
It was fucking insane. There was, there's 1,001 moves in this
Because
match.
those guys can work.
The prep for this, I can't understand how these guys lay out these matches like this, with knowing all these spots like they are
That's
absolute.
200 things in that match easy.
They're geniuses.
Every single guy.
They're geniuses with this, man. And we were talking about this too, where it was like the booking. I was like, I don't really know if they're gonna do the heel thing, because I said to you last week, Ali, I was like, yeah, I think the Bucks are going to go over, and then they're going to delay Ospreay and Swerve for All In next year. But now with the Bucks losing, it's like, okay, we're just done with that whole EVP storyline, which I'm happy with, and it's the biggest show of the year.
Yeah, I thought that was the gimme that they were losing the
Really?
EVP thing.
I kinda
Well, yeah,
thought-
because it doesn't matter.
Right, and I think
You know, like
It doesn't matter.
them losing the
Who
thing
win
doesn't.
and lost if they did.
No,
the
but
only way they could lose is if they didn't have a finish.
Swerve and Ospreay can't go for the title, right? If
yes,
they lost,
that was their step.
so you can't do that.
Well, I
And
thought
them-
they were going to do that, and then have a whole
Well,
year
you
without them
can't do
challenging.
that, but them having the EVP
Why kill
titles,
it right then?
yeah, them having the EVP titles taken from them,
Yeah,
that's
which
nothing. That's absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can only make something out of that now with like how they did on Dynamite with like fucking sending them to dress with everybody else and
In the
like
shitty
all that
locker
shit. So
room.
you can
That's
only
a
make
good
good
idea.
moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they did. They had to take like a taxi to the
Yeah.
arena. They didn't have a driver.
They were
Oh
carrying
yeah,
their
they
own
fucked with
bags.
their entrance and like just made it like a fucking like a fuck around entrance and everything.
Yeah,
So
even,
like,
even Ricochet was calling them geeks last night. Like,
Yeah.
it was funny.
Yeah, they're Matt and Nick
That's
now.
great
Matthew
shit.
and
Yeah.
Willis. Yeah.
That's the shit they should have done with fuck. That was just perfect for what's his name too. The Learning Tree dude.
Oh, Jericho?
That would be good for him too.
Yeah.
That angle.
Yeah.
There's a
but
bunch of guys where that would work good for.
Yeah.
Actually, like a Bobby Lashley, somebody like that.
the finish of this is Swerve like fired up. He told Will to hit the hidden blade on Matt, and then Nick made the save. They got rid of Nick and Matt with a house call hidden blade final, and they pinned him. How long did this one go, Ollie?
26.
26 minutes. I love this, though. I thought that this was just fantastic work, man. These guys cannot have bad matches, and on a big stage like this, the Young Bucks are just like all-timers, man.
I know. To me, they're kind of dancing a little bit though. It's
their gimmick.
they've done it so long. What it is?
Are you talking about them like being like nonchalant?
Yeah, like I don't know. It's,
Effortless, like that. That's part of their thing, is like they're...
yeah, but it's effortless. But be effortless, but be a little bit tighter in your effortlessness.
Okay. For this match, though, it didn't quite hit 5 for me. I'm going to go 4 3/4. Ollie?
I mean, yeah, I gotta give it a 5. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, I gotta give it a 5. The match was fucking awesome.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it was.
I mean, like, and everything in it. I mean, probably started a little slow, but I understand why, because of like the psychology that they chose to use in the match. Obviously, Ospreay and Swerve are in a team, and like, so the Young Bucks are obviously getting the better of them in the first part of the match. But as soon as this match went up a notch, I mean, it's 5 fucking stars.
Yeah, there's very few people in the business who can touch that level. And these 4 guys are all people who can. Then, yeah. Hack, what do you give it?
That match reminds me of some of them, some of those Japanese matches, to where it's like your home is so long. It's like these guys, like, they're gonna go out there. They're not calling a lot of stuff in the back, like the first like 5, 7, 8 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. But then it's like, all right, they started their home, like when he said the match picked up. When he said the match picked up, that was like the beginning of their home. They had like a 15-minute home.
That's crazy.
That's basically what they did, yeah.
And how long were your average home? Like 90 seconds?
Not even.
What do you give?
No, Raven, you'd have a long one. But most of the other time, it was always a pin out of nowhere, like a lot of it. You know what I mean? But that's a 5 easy.
That's a 5 easy. Okay. Ty?
I'm going to go like 3.5.
Wow.
I mean, they're good. The first half of the match, I didn't think there was like any sort of structure or anything. I was actually kind of bored during the first half of the match. And even when you have a tag with those guys, it was like random spots thrown together. Like there was no,
Because they were just calling the shit off the fly because until they got to the point of let's start get this match going.
Yeah, and for me, I don't know. I was bored for the first like 15 minutes of it. But like we said, it picked up and got really good. But I mean, I've seen those guys, not those four in particular together, but I've seen those guys have matches where I'm like, oh, like, yeah, nice. Like, I didn't really feel that other than maybe the two spots where it was like one spot, where they traded off the super kick, then the blade, then that was the only time where I was like, nice.
From that point on, when that double down happened on to the rest of the match, I was feeling it with the match. Personally.
Yeah.
I was so into this match at that point.
I was there, but just for me, that whole, I don't know, you're drawing me out for 50, and it could have been part of the first half of the...
out there putting in time.
Right.
I mean, if our whole theory is that they want to go this long, then those guys in their minds like, well, we're going to be the ones that can take up fucking 15 minutes of time and doing nothing, you know what I mean, before we actually start.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, the last half of the match was awesome, but, like, I don't know. I just expected something a little bit more tighter, complete.
Yeah.
As a whole. I mean, it's still 3.5, considering what they have, but...
Up next on the show was the women's casino gauntlet match between... Hank, you right there? You take a hit, or you good?
This one was better than the men's one.
It was better than the men's one.
That's not saying a lot.
I'm just saying.
Statlander and Megan.
Both casino matches.
Statlander and Megan Bain starting was great.
I like Statler.
I love her.
I'm starting to like her more and more.
What do you call her? Statler?
Yeah.
Statler?
Wait, what's her name?
Statland.
Statlander.
Statler.
She's Statler?
Sounded
Whatever the hell it is.
And you're going to be teaching my kids on Wednesday?
Hey, it's the ABCs. It's not long list shit. It's cat, dog. Right up my alley.
There was Willow Nightingale came in. It's just a bunch of women came in and ran offense for a lot. That's pretty much what happened in this match. Ty Mello was in, and then Harley Cameron was the first of many run-ins in this match, and like.
No, I think it was Sky Blue before that.
Sky Blue.
She was in the match for like 7 minutes, and I'm like...
She came in when Julia Hart came in later. When Julia Hart came in later, Sky Blue came in, and Nigel was even saying, like... I think it was Nigel in commentary. Like,
Nigel.
Is she in the match? And I'm like, when you don't know as the announcer, that says something about it. Like,
or he was just working.
He's working.
Okay, and Shivani
what am I, a mark?
That's like me telling
He knows who's in the fucking match. He's announcing the goddamn show.
I heard the song on the radio when I said who rapper it was, and you were like, I can't believe you knew who that was.
No, it was Shabuzi.
Ty's like, he's reading the radio. You have lost total credibility.
I was genuinely shocked when you said that was Shabuzi. I'm like, you know who Shabuzi is?
Friend of the show. Shabuzi, friend of the show.
Maybe I'm a rude.
Now, the one thing I liked about this that was different than the other one is when they brought all the women back into the ring and they like brawled it out, it out for a minute, and then they had a couple spots, like together spots, like on the outside with like the power bomb. They did like another sequence around the ring and stuff like that. Like,
there wasn't just everybody dead laying around the whole time. Like, I mean, there was actually something.
I mean, they were for a little bit, but they kind of brought it back together. Where they fucking so that's why it was better than the men's
Still
one.
went 27 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, which is just
to your point, Ty. Statlander powerbomb Bane on like a pile of women.
Which was
a great spot.
Yeah,
really, really good spot.
Dude, those two are going to make some money together.
Oh, yeah. And then it was Mina and Thunder Rosa were in the ring. They were doing like a really shitty exchange. And then Athena came in out of nowhere with the O-face to finish Mina. I thought it was a good finish, but it kind of botched her finish. Like the finish, I'm fine with her going over. It makes sense. Like Athena Athena needs to be on AEW TV every week.
I was shocked. I
love that she went over. I'm happy.
I don't know her.
Like the booking decisions on the show, like who went over,
I thought were fine.
I can't argue with any of the who went overs on this show. I think they were all the correct people that went over. And Athena, yeah, like you're saying, Ollie, she needs to be on AEW regular television every week.
She can go.
She's one of their best workers, and they've been hiding her in Ring of Honor for the last 3 years. Like, let her go on television because she can rock and roll, man. I'm excited to see her in Tony.
Does she still have the Ring of Honor title?
Yes. She's
I'm
had it for,
surprised she hasn't dropped it. She didn't drop it before she went over for the. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like how like Gunther dropped the Intercontinental before he won the heavy.
I know, and then it's like maybe make Megan Bain your Ring of Honor World Champion or
something. Yeah, I mean, she's had it for over 1,000 days at this point, I believe.
It's got to be.
She's had it for a
Athena,
long
the
time.
Ring of Honor
Yeah.
women's champion. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember her from NXT, Heck?
I don't even know who the girl is.
Okay.
She won it. I'm like, why'd this girl win?
She was pretty
She's
good,
been the
man.
Ring of Honor champion
For this match, though, again, this is like 2 stars to me. Way too long and kind of a mess, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it like 2.5 because it was better than the men's and it was definitely more entertaining. Like they had some, like Ty said, like more cohesive spots, like everybody involved in the match. And I like the finish and the decision to put Athena over.
Yeah.
So.
Hack.
It was a mess.
Yeah.
It's just a straight. Oh, the girl in the green. Her punches. Who was the girl that had the green, the bright green on?
Ty Mello.
Oh my God, her punch, her. Oh my God, she was so bad.
Yeah,
that was my biggest.
Your biggest note.
Yeah, was how bad that girl was throwing hands. It was horrible. The whole thing was just a mess. When you have all them people, it's I don't know. Yeah, nobody's in control.
You got a number? You got a number?
Yeah, 2.
2. Okay. Ty.
I'm gonna go 2. Better than the
I
men's.
was like, shut up. Give me your number.
Well, I know he was gonna ask you again because you didn't get.
He was getting around to it, you know. He has his
No,
way.
you were gonna ask him again because
I was.
Yeah, because he definitely wasn't coming up with a number.
No. Up next on the show was the AEW World Tag Team title match between the Hurt Syndicate, Jet Speed, and Christian Cage and Nick Wayne.
Long.
How long was this one, Ollie?
19 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
This could have been 8.
This could have been, yes, 8.
Could have been 8. And you could have got everything in there.
That little kid getting any spot, I hated.
Who? Nick Wayne?
Yeah.
He's got it.
Or Speedball?
He's Nick Wayne's.
Yeah, Speedball. I don't know.
Speedball
Just
has no
size
shoes
difference.
on. He has no shoes on. The guy
Whatever.
I don't know. Hack's stuck in the 70s and thinks everybody still needs to be 6'6".
Yeah, but they're not credible to me. If
Against
it's
the Hurt
Benoit,
Syndicate.
okay, you're credible and you're short.
But Nick Wayne's got to get offense in because he's going to have a program with Christian. And he's 20 years old, Hack. The kid's a prodigy. Like, I mean, he's 20 years old doing
All right, well, the
this.
syndicate should have squashed those dudes. 8 minutes. Like, 8 minutes tops.
Yeah, but I think you want to give Knight a little bit.
It just kept going and going, though. I was sure they were going home 2 other times.
I felt bad for Knight and Speedball because the crowd wasn't reacting for any of their high spots. So the audience was not invested
Because
in them on
nobody
offense.
believed a lick in them.
Right, they just didn't have credibility as a team.
No belief whatsoever.
And I think we've talked about this before with the Hurt Syndicate, and it's not the way that they've been presented. It's that they haven't created the opponent for them yet to have an actual, credible, big-time tag match. Because every month it seems like they're in some thrown-together tag match on these pay-per-view cards, and the Hurt Syndicate has yet to find like a dance partner to go up against. And I don't know if it's going to exist in AEW, because...
Wasn't it FTR now?
Well, FTR, I feel like, is going to do the Kofi and Christian feud.
Yeah, but didn't they win like a number
Bobby
one
can't hang with
contenders?
They are
Or
the
the
number one
pre-show or
contenders.
whatever?
Yeah, but
So that's got to come to fruition, right?
I mean that they could have a really good match. If anybody can do it, it's FTR.
Yeah.
Like,
Bobby can't hang with them.
but Shelton can.
I know,
And Bobby,
Shelton can,
Bobby
totally.
can do just enough in that match to have a good match
Yeah,
with
they
FTR.
can. The bald dude of FTR is great.
Dax.
Yeah, Dax is freaking.
Well, but they can bump for Bobby.
Yes.
Well, no, but and maybe and walk him through some other shit.
that's what I mean. If you can
well,
get-
yeah.
you can
if
get through-
anybody can get it out of them, it's them.
yeah. And Dax, I
Unless it's like a Swerve and freaking and what's his name?
Osprey.
Yeah.
But this match, though, it was just like it was more for the post match than anything else.
I haven't seen much of the Night Dude, but he actually impressed me a lot in this. I liked a lot of the stuff he did in this match. The Night Dude.
He had that great match with Will
seemed rushed
Ospreay that
to
was
me.
in Philly. It was in the Owen tournament
Against who?
Will Ospreay in Philly. They'd open up the show. I went to
okay,
Dynasty.
but yeah,
that was a great match, and he's been kind of trying to find his footing in AEW still. And it's
No, I thought he did really well in this match.
I did too. It's just the fans weren't gonna pop for their moves.
No, but I thought he had some nice big sells, bumps that he was taking from dudes and stuff like that. Because I haven't seen him that much, but that's all. I just wanted to put him over for that.
Jet Speed did a dive onto the giant pile of guys, and Lashley was jaw-jacking at FTR, and then they got involved, and Lashley ran Christian into them, and then speared Christian for the pin. So Christian ate the pin, which was, kind of like, oh, that's interesting. But then that sets up the post-match, because FTR was yelling at Christian, and then the Patriarchy ran in, and they turned on him, and Nick Wayne hit Christian with the kill switch, and then Mother Wayne was telling him to hit a concerto. I love Mother Wayne, man. What are you
laughing at?
No, when you said Mother Wayne, I just thought Mother Russia. And I was thinking Impractical Jokers. It was that's just struck in my.
Mother Wayne
wrong this afternoon.
Mother Wayne is great, and then a giant return. We made fun of Penta for doing this. Cope did the exact same
Jeff
thing,
Hardy.
and Jeff Hardy of milking the run-in, and at least
His
kind of
music hits and he runs to the side of the
get
stage.
the pop.
I was like, what is he doing?
to get the pop.
Yeah, nice run in,
know,
dude.
but that's
I know you're going into so he's about to get if I was in real life, dude, I would just be like,
All right, let's hit him.
yeah, while he's still on the stage, ah!
He's dancing to his theme. Quick, get it in, get it in. I don't it's wrestling, whatever. It's
just funny.
And I know, and it almost kind of works because he still hates Christian, right? So he didn't care if he actually saved Christian, because he said last night on the promo, I didn't come back to save you.
I was fucking over them.
I was fucking over FTR, and obviously we all know where this is going. It's going to Edge and Christian getting back together.
But he also said, figure your shit out or whatever. Get your head right.
Well, that was the best part of it, because Christian, when he turned on him, we turned on him 2 years ago, Christian said, "Go fuck yourself." He whispered in his ear, and Copeland says to Christian, "Go find yourself."
Yeah,
So that's
great.
I loved it.
But that's the team for fucking Bobby then. Bobby freaking what that team.
I think it could
That's
be.
that team for them.
I mean, do you think
Because
Christian?
they'll slow him right down. You know what I'm saying?
I
Christian-
think
Christian's
they can
phenomenal.
I think they can actually have an awesome match. Edge and Christian
absolutely.
versus them.
Those two could pull the absolute best out of that team so easily.
They're taking the straps from them.
Cope and Christian. Yeah, now that you say it, I mean, it
That's
makes sense.
exactly the team for those guys.
It absolutely makes sense.
Two grizzled veterans.
Two grizzled vets who have credibility.
4.
Yeah, they won't mind jobbing to them. They're going to sell for them, and it'll be you are a booker sometimes.
Got lucky there. I'm like, wait a minute, how did you guys not think
Black
that?
Squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
That was the best part of the whole show to me, was those two getting back together.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. They have all out is in Toronto in September, so I would assume that you're going to have.
What's he? He's from.
Yes,
both
they
are.
both are.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm going to assume that Cope and Christian take on FTR in Toronto.
How long is that? Could that be the?
That's in
how long?
September.
All right. Oh, so that could be the first time they're tagging, maybe.
I think that'll be the first time they're tagging back. That's my prediction.
It'll be Cope and a mystery partner.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that's what it's going to be.
They're not going to do the.
No way.
They have to hype that beforehand. Up next on the show was the.
Oh wait, we didn't.
I'm sorry, we didn't give ratings
Some
for this.
host.
Jeez, I'm sorry for this match though. I'm just going to go 2.5 stars for it. Ollie.
I'm gonna give it 3.25.
Okay.
I thought it was a really decent match. I mean, especially for being a 3-way tag match, which usually can get pretty out of control pretty quickly. But I mean, I liked all the moves in this match. Like Ty said, Kevin Knight sold his ass off. I mean, nobody was really popping for their high spots, but that doesn't mean that they weren't good.
No, that's true.
I thought it was super solid.
Yeah. Hack, what do you give it?
2
2.
tops.
Tops. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with a 3. I thought it was solid. I mean, I was entertained throughout the entire thing. I don't think like the work was like spectacular, everything like that. Plus, I loved MJF dancing to the Hurt Syndicate music.
We heard people.
Yeah, in the ring before the match even started.
He
came out rapping. Wasn't he rapping?
Yes, with friend of the show, Smoke Dizza. Close personal friend, Smoke Dizza.
Tasha's boy.
Yeah.
Smoke Dizza.
Yeah.
God.
No, but MJF was like dancing with his briefcase, his like clipboard, like in thing. Yeah. He was doing the Jewish jig.
Tosh, where do you think Nick Wayne goes from here?
Oh, he's got a few with Christian. I mean, that's
but if Christian's going with Edge,
no. But do you think it's like time to like push, or
not quite yet? I mean, he cut a promo last night. He's still fine. Like, I don't think he's there.
he could be the next TNT champ.
He's also 20. I don't think you want to like go.
I know, but the kid's been wrestling
since he was
these
16.
dudes in AEW since he's been 16.
True, but to Hack's point, I think he has to fill out a little bit size wise. He's a little thin.
Yeah, but what's the difference between him and Adam Cole or him and Sammy Guevara?
They're over.
Or
He's not yet. That's the only difference. The size-wise, they're the same.
Who's the cock?
Danny Garcia. I know what you're saying.
He's 160 pounds.
I'm just saying for like the TNT title, like you could do that and because if you're not going to push him now, when is he going to get pushed?
Right, and I think he has a great act with the mom. Now with the mom as like the heel.
She had some Kendra Lust cleavage going on.
She did.
But it'll be great because now she can kind of be like the orchestrator of like the dastardly everything going on, and that's where I think it's great.
A controlling mother is a great storyline. Like I think there is legs there for it.
100%.
But I think. They have so many guys, so it's like I want freaking Takeshita to get a push. Dude,
he's one of the guys that he gets it in the ring. He gets it.
Takeshita?
Yes.
To
me,
100%.
He totally gets it.
Or do you use him as and push him on like your Ring of Honor show? I don't know.
Totally should be used. They got to do something with him, and he needs to have long matches and not in. Like I don't want to see him tagging with Kip Sabian.
No, he needs to start having like singles matches with some credible dudes.
Yeah, 100%. And I think this is the time for it. And I think
like him and Ricochet.
Yeah,
would be awesome.
Him and he has a unique ability as a prospect in wrestling. Like his flying talent in the ring is unbelievable. Like he is so talented that I'm excited to see what he can do. And AEW is definitely the spot for him. So we'll see what happens from here.
AEW's got 1,000 belts. They should make a cruiserweight belt.
It's a joke. Oh, you want another one?
Well, I guess
I'm just saying, if you're gonna have 100, what's wrong with 101?
It is a joke.
No, but I'm saying
hey, we consolidated one this week, guys. All right.
So we lost one. Now we can add one.
But I feel like that belt's kind of like their cruiserweight
the TNT
belt. No, not the TNT. The belt, the unified championship. Now,
I feel like
not
that's
with
like
Okada holding it.
I feel like it's their second world. It's like their second world now.
Right.
That's like their Intercontinental.
I guess it's like the TNT championship.
The TNT is like but the TNT's kind of is.
TNT was like their Intercontinental, but now it's like a.
But you can have that as like the USA title with the merge of that with the Intercontinental. But dude, think about how many like cruiserweight dudes they got.
Tons.
That's what I'm saying. Like
the whole company.
Stop trying to put
Think about it. MJF's a cruiser.
Kind of.
Well, like stature wise, like
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
build wise, whatever, weight, height, weight.
Well, I mean, he would be he'd be a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? But
like, think about how many fucking high flying, like Speedball, Ricochet, fucking this dude. Who we're talking about? What's his
Kevin Knight?
No, we're talking about Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne. Like
he's
all
another one.
The 100 masks dudes that they just brought in, like.
Every single one of them.
You got 100 belts. Just go with it and make a cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make, because Nick Wayne, like, he's never going to be, not never, because he's only 20.
Yeah, see, with them, they're cruiserweight. Can it get any worse with how much work they're doing in the ring? Like, to me, like if you had like Rey Mysterio doing like your cruiserweight, because he's not going to go out there and do 87 million spots to nowhere. These cruisers are just going to go, blah, 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 blah. And it'll be like the same match that we're watching now.
I don't know about that.
Anyway,
I'm not laughing at your point. I was laughing at the.
That's what it is. This whole freaking pay-per-view is a bazillion spots to nowhere.
No, I
literally
disagree.
zillion.
I disagree.
Okay, wait a minute. How many could you count alone with just every guy that came into the men's thing and does a spot with every single other guy?
You said,
600.
you said this whole pay-per-view, and that's not the case for this whole pay-per-view.
There was, dude. It was
There
a
was-
zillion spots to know. Okay, the last spot.
We are
The
now
last
going into the top 3 matches on this card.
spot.
And
That's when it was able to take notes.
I don't think any of these 3 matches had million spots to nowhere.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Yes.
From here on out.
Yes. And
Yeah.
so we have up next the AEW Women's World Title match between Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné. I loved the entrance for Toni. There's
Black and white's great.
all the colors, but they had the red on the fly, which I thought was cool.
her coming out on the cane is great too.
Yeah, I love that, man.
The little lipstick curls on the edge of her lip
Yeah.
that make her like a
Like
clown.
a Joker.
Yeah.
The Joker, the clown.
Dude, Mercedes looked
Her gear
Yeah.
was awesome.
was like, I mean, she's always looks awesome, but she looked like the best I've ever seen her look.
She looked amazing.
Also in the match.
And she looked great in this match.
That's 2 in a row for me, dude. I'm totally changing on her. I did not like her at all.
We told
until
you
until the last 2 matches that I've seen her.
One of the things that I want to give you credit for, Hack, is we're on our way up to New York on Saturday, and you said, "I'll tell you what, right now, fellas, this crowd, I don't know if it's going to be 50-50, but it's at least going to be 60-40." And you were absolutely right about it, especially early on in this
The
match.
chance, it was like
Let's go, Tony,
Yeah.
CEO.
Yes.
And then later on, I put another spot in there too, but I didn't know exactly what they were chanting.
But you called that 100% on Saturday before the show.
Yeah,
and
dude,
you
there's
were,
no heel, no baby right here.
even though Mercedes is the heel, the fans are invested in her because they know she wins.
The whole place is bebopping when she comes out,
Yeah.
though, dude. You know what I mean? You could.
I love their little teases, like both of them. When Toni was just like laying around in the ring and like mocking her
Laying there
and putting her
and
leg
doing
up a
stuff.
bunch and everything.
Oh, she was trying to break her.
Oh God!
She was
I
trying to get her to break
She
her.
broke me. I was dying laughing at
Oh
it. I
yeah,
was like,
Mercedes held the ropes and said, "Get in here," and then she went down and went under the bottom.
Yeah.
Spun around and then went in and like did that and gave her the tongue like that.
The 2 kisses were
And then
great,
the
too.
camera goes to
Monet-
Mercedes, and you could look at her. She's like, "You almost got me, motherfucker."
Oh, yeah, yeah, she almost got her because the camera panned right on her, and it wasn't a normal face that she should have on.
I loved in the
She should
ring.
have been pissed.
Mercedes kicked Toni off the apron into Luther, and then she dived on both
That
of them
was
with the
good. They've
knees.
done that a couple times before.
She
man.
always incorporates Luther into an early spot in the match.
He did
And-
The
something that was
bulldog
good,
off
too.
the apron with Luther was fucking
Oh,
awesome.
yeah, I got that in here,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Really, really good. There was a powerbomb onto the floor. There was a head scissors on the mat, and then a bunch of Germans.
Mercedes breaking Luther's glasses. That was
Hilarious.
yeah, that was great. But then Luther was dead for the whole match, which
Dude, he caught her finish. It's alright.
Yeah.
You notice their lockup
finish.
was like was a typical Terry Funk lockup. When they started, they locked up, they rolled through the ropes, they walked up the stairs,
And they
down,
went, yeah.
up. That was a total Terry Funk thing.
Love that. Monet got her into a Fujiwara armbar, and she was like really like twerking it and stuff, like going for different positions on there. I was like really, really good stuff there. She went for the Amigos. The crowd was booing her with that point. And Mercedes frog splash. I don't like her frog splash. A lot of people.
It's weak.
A lot of people do
It's
frog
weak. And
splashes,
she weighs 8 pounds.
and not a lot of people do a good frog splash.
nobody does a good frog. I don't even know.
Jay does.
Jay
I think Jay does.
Jay Briscoe?
Jay Trio?
Jay Uso.
No, Jay.
No,
You got to get your arms back.
Yeah.
And shit,
Which
you know
I don't
what
know
I mean?
how you can't. I can I can do a frog splash better than 85% of the people.
I wish
Down
you
me.
saw everybody else's face in the room right
down me.
there.
Just like when you said I couldn't do a cartwheel, dog, and I ripped it right down his face.
Cartwheel, I don't remember the cartwheel.
Yeah.
Sunday, remind me how he's gonna. If you do a cartwheel between running between first and second base, that'll be the most.
I might actually be
thing
faster if I do
ever.
that.
Yeah, wait, you guys missed? Did you see the Butler doing the crane?
Yeah, he
Butler
did the
crane. That
Karate
was
Kid.
fun. That
Yeah.
popped huge.
It was a great spot. There was a big package by Tony for a 2 count, and then Tony hit her with a bunch of German suplex. She went for the hip attack, Storm Zero, and Mercedes kicked out of that. And like, you knew there was going to be a kick out there, but they're like, now this match is really picking up from this point. Tony went or got her in the chicken wing, but Mercedes, I love how she bit her arm to get out of the hold. Like, she's really showing that like she needs this match. And then she went for a reverse tombstone into an ankle lock. Was that the point where she had her for the when she was like eating her out? Was that?
Oh yeah.
That was-
She bit her, and then she went up and gave her a tombstone, and then bit her coochie.
Yeah, that was a great spot. And then there was a moneymaker for a 2 count, and then Mercedes went for a kiss, and then she went for another moneymaker, but Tony flipped out of that into a powerbomb. There was a ton of spots where then there's a backstabber, and she went for
all kinds of shit.
crossface reversals, fighting out of that.
Dude, what was that move that Tony gave her that
The
the announcers didn't even know?
what the fuck was
That I
that?
like never
She
even
can't-
seen.
Yeah, she threw her off the ropes, came up under her, and then like kind of kicked her up with her back. It was like a backslide.
Yeah.
It was like a backslide pop up into a cutter.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, yo, that was fucking sweet.
I wish they took their time on that. They rushed that, because if you can get her there and pop her up, then that gives Tony more time to come underneath and like, you know, show it more. It was super quick, but it was cool.
It was really cool. Storm, she hit her with 3 Storm Zeros, and then that was a 2 count. So I guess
that got
Great
me on
falls. Yeah,
That-
great falls.
That got me.
that
Yeah.
right there, if you want to say like what,
Fucking got me.
I knew that wasn't the fit. I'm like, there's no way that's the finish.
Freaking got me. I was pissed.
she went for a hip attack, but then Monet got her in the small package, and I almost got on that one.
Because Tony
she's
had been
been-
getting people in the small
And
pack.
so is Mercedes.
Well,
yeah,
and she
right.
was holding the rope too,
Yeah.
so you're like, oh fuck, are they gonna give us a fuck finish here?
Yeah, and then she got the bank statement, and she then turned it into an STF, and then there was a crucifix for a 2 count. At this point, the match is just going nuts. The fans are going crazy too. Tony powered out of that, hit a backstabber, and then they went in the corner where Tony hit her with another hip attack. They went up top to the top rope. Tony like laid her out, gave her a kiss, and then delivered a top rope Storm Zero for the finish. This was fucking awesome. I love this match. Yeah, like I love this match, and the booking of this, Mercedes' first loss in AEW. You know, you could debate whether or not you would want to give it to someone else other than Tony, but Tony is your biggest star. You cannot do any wrong by putting her over Mercedes. No one in that building was pissed at that finish. The crowd, Mercedes is no worse off for it. She's
No,
super.
I thought it was the right decision.
Yeah, I thought it was the right decision, and great finish. Love the match. Honestly, I'm going 5 stars for this. I thought it was tremendous work by both of them. I thought they really delivered on the biggest stage manageable. And Tony, this wasn't the blood and guts match which we saw in the Hollywood fight with Mariah. This was wrestling. There wasn't plunder in this. This was working. And both these girls really had their working boots on. I thought it was just tremendous stuff. So 5 stars for me.
Yeah, Tosh, I'm right there with you on the 5 stars, and I really liked it because it was different. Like, I mean, Tony's not gonna go out there and do a million spots anyway. I know Mercedes can, but they went out there and tried to really show the struggle of the match and do some mat work and like really slow the pace down of it until it was time to turn it on. And I love the finish of it because they didn't go overkill like with the falses. It was perfectly timed out, like the psychology, giving her 3, then you got to take her to the top rope, boom, finish.
Yeah,
So,
It was like 2 good falses. Like,
Yeah.
You know, which
Dude,
is all
that
you
was
need.
more than that to me. If I wrote down some good falses, They were all over the place.
I thought there was no filler in this either, and I thought Mercedes did a great job of selling post-match the devastation of the loss. Like, she really sold that loss like it mattered to her, and
Well, it's her first loss. It should.
Hack, what do you give the match? What do you
It's a 5. Come on, it's a 6. Dude, I can't believe that the CEO hung with Tony, because I knew Tony could do all that mat work and all that. The other chick just hung right with her, and that was, dude. That girl's way better than I thought.
Yeah, she's really, really stepped her game up. Nobody could argue that she's not one of the best workers in the business. Both of them, just great stuff. Ty, what do you give it?
Yeah, 4.5. I love Mercedes doing a majority of the chain and the mat work. It wasn't like when I say spots, I'm not talking about spots like you would like Young Bucks and like whatever. They didn't try and do a bunch of spots. It was like a gritty, tough, hard-nosed,
Old school wrestling match.
That was like a classic 70s match.
Sure.
right, like holds, reverses, like just thug it out, and then you had your your back and forth maneuvers here and there, but I thought there was too many pins in the match. They tried to pin way too much when things I don't know. That was just something that I noticed a part of the match. I don't think you need that in a championship match like that. It was like, hey, I'm going to give her like a suplex pin. Then I'm going to go over here, pin. I'm nitpicking, clearly, obviously, but that was just something I noticed in the match. But other than that, I thought it was really well done.
Yeah. No, it's a great match.
Oh, and Luther being down the whole match after.
Well, I think they took him to the back, and then he came out after the match. So I don't think he was just down late.
He was in the casino, gauntlet, whatever. He was taking a page out of their book, laying down there for the whole thing.
Up next was the match between Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada for the AEW Unified title. And this is where they brought JR out for commentary, and I love when JR comes out to call some matches on a show, man. I thought his commentary in this match, in the main event, really added some extra color on the show.
It gives you a big fight feel.
It does. It gives you, and like their announce crew is crowded, but JR's voice is always one that, like, I don't care where in wrestling.
You know what I mean? It's like, all right, I feel like I'm home.
Yeah, like
I smell the bread cooking.
He's, Tony Khan has referred to him as the voice of wrestling, and that is very much true for JR. And I know he's had some health struggles recently. I was just really happy to see him out there calling the show.
And more this time than not, I felt like the other guys. I felt like the other guys read the situation right and were kind of teeing up JR more than they were trying to get their shit in. Because usually when, like, JR comes out, like, those other guys are still trying to get their, like, shit in and their stick and, like, whatever they're trying to accomplish. I felt like more so this time in this pay-per-view, those guys were teeing up JR more because I felt like they understood the moment a little bit more, considering like his health conditions and stuff like that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. And I think when JR comes out to do these calls on a show, if it's one or two matches,
it's your job to set them up.
Yeah, it's your job to
right, but I felt like before, like, Excalibur's still trying to, like, trying to do his thing. Like, I felt like these guys actually kind of took a little bit of a back seat and, like, let JR kind of do his thing and teed him up, because JR will talk whenever the fuck he wants to. You know what I'm saying? He's going to say whatever, but there was a couple guys saying, like, oh, yeah, do you notice this, JR? Like, just kind of, like, setting them up for shit more or less than, like, JR having to, like, talk over three other guys trying to get their shit in.
Set them up and lay out.
Yeah, like, to your point, it's like, it'd be tough to have them on, like, a Dynamite main event, because it's like, Excalibur's got to do the fucking ad reads. He's got to do all this stuff. Like, he don't have time to tee up JR.
Yeah, you got fucking gay boy Nigel. He thinks he's somebody.
We gotta get Ty and Nigel on the
Nigel would fuck him up, man. He'd give him a Tower of London to be dead. He would kill you, dude.
I would frog splash the shit out of Nigel.
Nigel would chop the shit
out of you.
Cartwheel flux, frog splash for the finish on Nigel.
Cartwheel frog splash.
Yeah, I'm going across the ropes on a cartwheel to the next turnbuckle, frog splash.
Yeah, you're not a woman. That's a woman's finish. ladies. Just so you know, cartwheel splash is a woman's finish.
I've seen Bam Bam Bigelow do a
Not if you
cartwheel.
do it. Not if you're cartwheeling across the top rope.
I seen Catfish Cooley do a freaking one.
Catfish Cooley.
I just said that to pop these two. I boxed them once for Feldman once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You gotta
did
look
a
up
job.
Catfish Cooley.
Shout out
dog.
Cat. He was cool as fuck.
Yeah,
Shout out Catfish Cooley, dog.
Yeah, friend of the show.
Yeah, check him out, people.
This match between Omega and Okada.
What?
How did you even remember that dude's name?
I don't even know.
Dude, that was
Hey, I know
Dude,
I
that
can
was a
remember
good
that
night.
guy's name.
no, but more than 5 years. More than 5 years ago, right?
Yeah, Colton
it was
wasn't born
definitely-
yet.
yeah, it was definitely before
yeah, that's
freaking.
what, so I don't know how you pulled
Where
that
was
one out,
that
I guess.
at?
We were in
Atlantic
AC.
City, the
We were in
showboat.
AC.
You were with Kim.
And then I lost to the other guy, the Mexican guy or Puerto Rican guy. I don't know. I thought I lost. I've never won a match, just so anybody knows. So bet against
Celebrity
me.
boxing, if you're on FanDuel, yeah, bet against.
Bet against me.
He's works.
What's his name? The former heavyweight champ of the world. Witherspoon.
Well,
You fought him?
I don't know.
Yeah, Witherspoon. Him and somebody else. Catfish Cooley was fighting somebody else, but he was with us.
Scenes with Metallica with Dreamer, and I don't remember it, dude. Come on. I'm an idiot. I don't remember most shit.
I'm an idiot. This match between Omega and Okada, we were talking about this on the ride up too, where it's like, can they deliver to the expectation of what they did in their prior matches, in those 4 matches? And look, it's 10 years since then, and they couldn't do it.
Nope.
But it wasn't bad. It was great.
I don't-
You think it was bad?
No, I don't know if they couldn't do it. I think the psychology of working Kenny's gut doesn't allow them to do that.
Yeah.
Too early.
Which is stupid.
But
I'm
Kenny,
so sick of this diverticulitis
well, I'll
bullshit.
tell you what. It's. I heard an interview with Kenny, and it sounds like what he wants to do in his wrestling, because he was talking about it, where he was like reacting to injuries that I've sustained and knowing how your body reacts to stuff. He seems to think that this is going to be the style that he's going to have now, is doing that selling.
Yeah, but don't do it as the opening spot and then have to do 26 more minutes.
Right, do it late in the match.
Right.
24th
a little
minute.
bit later.
But there was little things in it where I was like, oh, I actually really like it. Like when he was unable to bridge on the one suplex because he didn't have the core strength.
I don't, because 30 seconds later, he's picking them up and suplexing them
Right.
and jumping around and doing all this other stuff. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. He's hitting you in the gut the first minute of the thing, and you're selling like you can't possibly
if you
breathe.
work the leg,
Like,
it's way easier to do other shit. I mean, if people know if your stomach's hurt, you're done. You ain't doing shit.
the announcers are talking about it. If your core's hurt, it literally does
Right.
everything for you. It's literally
Everything.
everything. You can't. It's the same with Randy Orton's back. I'm tired of him working his back. Everybody, he can't. Why are you wrestling
opening
then?
spot, yeah.
Why are you
Yeah.
wresling then? If you're that fucking hurt,
I know,
it's
but
been
Randy
6
gets-
months of you doing matches where
Randy's
people are
smart.
working
He
your
goes
fucking
right to
back,
heat.
and you. I'm just saying, like, it's been 6 months. You're doing the same matches, like working your back,
Dude,
working your
see,
diverticulitis. It's the
I
same
think
match.
you can take a cut right now. I think if we could Google it, we could take some my intestines out right now.
No,
right
I
out
don't
my
think we
asshole.
could.
Stick your finger in there, pull them right out.
Yeah,
snip
you'd
off
like
a
that,
couple
wouldn't you?
feet.
No.
Snip off a couple feet, then get a lighter and fucking and then burn the head together and shove it back in there.
Yeah,
Is that how they do it?
And use a
Fine.
banana to help.
Kenny almost died.
Get it all.
We're,
Is that right?
yeah, he almost died. He literally almost died. And
Yeah, well, you almost
Hey,
killed
well,
me in
I've
this
almost
match.
died like 8 times.
no,
so.
we know that.
Yeah,
but I
he
mean,
He ain't got
yeah.
shit on me.
Hey, you don't see hacks on a sprint.
Yeah, I also don't see Hack having match of the year after match of the year after match
Wow. Well, you say definitely I've never had match of the year.
Steve Corino, wow.
Didn't you see him save Sabu in Vegas? Come on.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. This match, though, like, again, if they weren't able to replicate the levels of what they did prior. But this still was really fucking good, I think. Like, I thought it was really, really good.
The pace.
The pace was perfect.
It was the pace.
Yeah, it was perfectly paced. I could have done without the fucking run-in of the Don Callis family, though.
I know.
I like, just let these guys straight up have a
They
fucking...
need nothing.
They don't need that bullshit.
I
And
thought Don specifically was great the entire match.
I loved his selling and then going back to the announcing and then, like...
They're running away.
Yeah, I
His
love
red ruby slippers are the great too.
Great. And I love...
You see him real good as
When-
he's kicking
when
a
he
guy.
kicked-
It's perfect.
So when he pulled out the ref for that near fall, and then I hated that spot, but then he immediately, when he kicked him, made up for it because just the way he was getting the kicks in on him. Like
Yeah,
you said,
so great.
It was so great. Aubrey then did the Charles Robinson sprint down to the ring. So that was right. I mean, that's basically what it is.
You know what I wish they did? They set up a spot where because what the hell?
You're pulling a hat.
Yep.
I know.
Yep. Like father, like son.
the ruby slippers that we were just talking about.
Don Callis slippers.
Jesus. I wish they did a spot with Don where he went to, because he hit the other ref, where he went to hit Aubrey, but she's a woman ref, and that put him in a predicament. Like, do I hit the woman? Like, it's a ref,
No,
but it's
he's
a
too
woman.
dastardly. He wouldn't even think twice about
I
it.
know,
No,
but I
but
wish.
if he
like,
teases thinking about not doing it and doing it anyway,
whatever, or
That's
like,
even better.
or get clipped by like Omega, or like just some. I wish they would have, put that
A little more
somewhere in there
interaction,
because
yeah.
you're substituting a male ref for a female ref. Like, oh
That's a
shit,
good point.
is he gonna be like that dastardly? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, they could have put more Steve on him.
yeah, just a little something I thought about. Continue.
No, I like it.
yeah, the finish of this, Okada then hit him right in the gut, and then he hit with a drop kick, just like the best fucking drop kick there ever is.
Oh, it's
That's
so.
just the best drop kick. Best drop kick you've ever seen in wrestling, Hack? Okada's.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Kenny then countered that with he countered the Rainmaker into a small package, but then Okada hit him with a spinning slam kind of thing. He popped him up then with a Rainmaker to finish it. I could have done without the interference. These guys aren't the guys that they were 7 years ago. But I still really like this match, and it by no means was it bad or anything. And how long did they go, Ollie?
31.
They didn't need to go 31. But it's Omega Okada. I don't even think they know how to do anything else. Like, I don't know if they could do a 20-minute match. Like, but this match, I got to go 4.25 for it. Like, it was never bad or anything, but it didn't get to that next level. It started to, towards the end of the match, started to get to that next gear. But to me, it didn't get to that. But still, I have nothing but fond memories of these two being in the ring whenever. So, yeah, 4.25. Ollie?
Yeah, I'm going to give a 4. I mean, really good match. I mean, still, like, awesome to me. And I actually really like the finish, considering, like, Kenny selling his gut the whole time. So, like, okay, well, you can't go over and then be the champion and continue to wrestle like this. So the decision to put Okada over was the right one. So, yeah, I mean, 4 for me.
Hack?
It's a 5. It's those two.
It's a 5. It's those two.
Yep.
I mean, I can't disagree with you. I mean, yeah, you're any other notes on the match?
Yeah, it's like the only match that I can really watch. Well, you can fast forward through this one a little bit because because they were taking so much time in the beginning.
Because of the pace.
There'd be like 2 minutes. Okada would just let himself for 2 minutes while he's just standing at the audience, walking around and shit like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's to a god.
Ty?
3. I've already explained it. I don't like the diverticulate, the cell, the everything, the pay. It's just, I don't know. Those dudes are great fucking workers, and they had some really good things that they did in this match. But it just turns me off every time. I see continuously see something like that. But
Yeah. Up next on the show was the AEW World Title match, the Texas Death Match between Jon Moxley and Hangman Adam Page. Man, oh man, what a fucking match this was. I absolutely love this match, man. The just first fucking spot in the match is
Stabbed in the head.
is Moxley pulling out a fork, and then he slams it in the turnbuckle, right? And then Hangman pulls one out of his boot, and he gets him kind of like in a, kind of like a triangle choke.
Yeah.
And he just fucking forks him in the fucking head.
Dude, you just see blood fucking squirting out. You're like, oh,
I saw a slow-mo. I saw a slow-mo of it, and you literally see blood squirt out of Moxley's head. And I'm like, oh my god, John Moxley has to be having the time of his
Came
life.
across my Twitter.
In
slow-mo.
Slow-mo.
Yeah, no gigging. That was
No,
straight
no,
fork
no.
bad.
Moxley's a fucking sicko.
He is a sicko, and
He's a beast.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
a fucking
He's a
beast.
He's a
Beast
fucking
animal.
animal.
I love.
Yeah, he is.
I love the fact that John Moxley went and had a CZW death match in the main event of the biggest show that AEW ever did, because that's what this is. This is old school wrestling booking.
This is GCW shit.
This is GCW, CZW,
Yeah, man.
pushing the fucking limits of everything you could do as a
Him and
wrestler.
Hangman went out there and beat the fucking shit out of each other.
They beat the piss out of
Everything
each
was
other.
laid the fuck in, and like you could tell, obviously sometimes like you're not hitting a dude with like but like when they had to, that shit was in. Like that shit was fucking laid in, and they took it like fucking men and went back and forth at each other.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And I loved, like, okay, this whole Death Riders thing's been going on for 9 months. And a lot of it, we were like, I didn't like that main event. I didn't like that main event. I didn't like that main event. I don't like this. But it was all to do this moment. All that, and Moxley was working a boring style in a lot of his matches, intentionally, I think, because it's the only way you can actually get crowd heat in 2025 is to not be entertaining. Everybody in this company is entertaining.
Cactus Jack, turn on the audience.
It's kind of what he did. Now when I'm looking back on this run, I'm like, well, a lot of his matches they weren't high spot. It was a lot of mat work and this and that, and it built to a fuck finish.
That's where he lives, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't see he's not.
No, but he can go.
I know, but I don't even think he likes the tackle drop down hip toss. I think he likes more of a Japanese style.
I think he does too, for his preference, but his work in the Death Riders wasn't that style. It was intentionally, I think, to aggravate you as the viewer, which all built up to this moment, I feel. And whether or not they knew they were going to go with Hangman here or whoever, but knowing Moxley was going to be that guy to get it back, and I do feel like the company's been, more in line since this Moxley title run, even though the title run has probably been mostly my least favorite part on most of the shows. The main event.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that way, and Moxley didn't even blade when
Well,
I saw.
I thought they should have kept it on Swerve longer. Did they take it off of Swerve?
No. Well, they took it off Swerve to go to Brian at last year's All In.
And then
Brian
Brian
took it off.
Okay.
Brian had it for 2 months, and they went to
But
Swerve.
I think we all agreed that Swerve should have had it longer when he had it. But yeah.
But yeah, but Moxley, I think, really stabilized stuff with this run, man. And this match was just fucking insane. There was just blood everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Barbed wire. Do you think the barbed wire was legit or no? Hank?
No, it was barbed wire. They were
it
just
was real.
short.
Okay.
It matters how long the prongs you could get. You can get like all the way to like 3/4 of an inch, all the way down to like 1/8 of an inch.
Oh man, the
I
glass.
saw it.
Dude, I
I
love the glass and how they kept the bottles you could see it wasn't just little shards of
No.
glass. Moxley had to
But
go
it wasn't. Do you
break
think
the
it was
fucking
glass?
What do you mean? You
What's the
saw
glass?
You saw it in their
It
backs.
turned to dust.
You saw
Well, yeah, I know, but it's not like fucking, dude.
It was like fiberglass.
Well, it was something, but that wasn't like jagged glass, dude.
I
No.
love the
'Cause
spot.
glass doesn't break like that.
No, it doesn't. No,
You know what I mean?
It wasn't
would be
glass.
sharp.
It wasn't
It came
glass.
in all these little pellets. That makes you know that it's not real glass.
And that's why they had just the bottle tops and stuff when he broke it. It was like fiberglass almost.
I love the spot when he dragged it.
Okay, well,
I thought it was
whatever.
real glass too, Ollie.
Well, yeah, I still.
I love the spot when he dragged his back through it too.
oh no, that was cool.
Fucking great spot. Great
I
spot.
can't believe nobody's ever done that with tacks or. Why hasn't anybody?
Well, I like that they went with the fiberglass over the tax at least and give them something different.
I'm with you too, Ollie. You got him really good there. You popped him really good. Yuta ran in, and that was the first run in the match, and Paige got rid of him pretty quickly, and then he hit Moxley with the angel wings. He went for the buckshot, but Marina got on his back, and he just fucking put her through the table.
Finally, we got a woman through a table.
Finally! Thank you, Tony. Then back in the ring, Paige hit Moxley into a chair, and then he hit the dead eye on the glass, but then Claudio ran in, and he was beating away at Hangman. Then Ospreay ran out, and then they just beat the shit out of him. Gabe Kidd hit him with a great pile driver on the floor.
But then they do the same thing with the chair spot that the other dudes did.
To Joe, yeah, they did that. They did it to Joe earlier.
It's the same dude.
They did it to Joe earlier, and they did it to Ospreay, and supposedly both Joe and Ospreay are going to be written out for a while. They weren't on Dynamite last night. They're going to take some time off. Which
I think Joe he's filming the Twisted Metal
Twisted
show.
Metal, yeah.
Yeah, so
Ospreay's apparently getting some time
What's
off.
Joe doing?
He's doing the Twisted Metal.
He has like an actual like TV show that he like stars in on Peacock.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
Which I didn't
Joe's
understand.
the best.
Which, yeah, I was going to say that before, but we kind of skipped over, which I didn't understand before doing to Joe when he's part of the Trios Championship, like eliminating him from the...
Right, they should have. The other team should have went over there.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all, unless you're bringing...
Hook,
I don't know
Hook back in
who, yeah, whatever.
to take it from him, and then you build up to.
Oh my God! Please don't say that.
I don't know.
We don't need another
Hook in
midget
his
to come
bat
out.
symbol.
Hey, although remember, he had changed his style a little bit
Yeah.
right before he left or whatever, and I started liking what he was doing.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
the
did.
cruiserweight.
Whatever
be
he
another one in
did,
that
he
division.
was definitely
More like
entertaining.
featherweight.
Way more entertaining when he left.
So Moxley was then choking out Page on the apron, and he was going through. He was teasing the Death Rider through the tables, but he gave him a suplex instead. And they both went through that, and the ref was counting. Then they were in the ring, and then Hangman was just like really, really fired up at this point. Moxley bit him in the head, which was fucking gnarly, and he went for a gotch pile driver, and then he was going for the bulldog choke, and he was like, all right, I'm going to let it go, and just did a count, but Hangman got up, and then he got a chair, and he just fucking drilled him with the Death Rider on the chair, and the angle that he had him with, too, was like just straight up, drilled him with that. You thought it was over. No, it wasn't. It's 9. Yuta came in again with the plastic bag. Your favorite spot, Hack. Your favorite spot, Ty.
Oh, I was like, don't you dare put that on his head.
But then we got a video from Darby Allin from Mount Everest, and he said he's coming for him. And then Bryan Danielson was in the ring, and for some reason he was rocking a Blue Panther mask. I have no
I
idea
know
why.
why. I didn't understand why. I guess I'm like, I missed something else
No, you
here.
didn't. He's just a fan of Blue Panther, the luchador. He drilled his kicks. The crowd was going nuts at
They
this point.
botched that return of Danielson.
I thought it was a huge pop, though. The crowd was going
It
nuts.
was.
Yeah, but I don't know. I thought it could have been a lot bigger.
The crowd was going ape shit, man. I feel like they lost their mind at that point.
They were. That made
But
the show.
How do you
just
6
like,
hours into
how do
the
you
you
go
mean
show.
just like the reveal like of him?
Yeah, I mean, he got in with a black jumpsuit and a blue mask and started doing his thing, and like people knew it was. I don't know. I feel like the return with the final countdown music, or like
An actual run-in instead of like...
yeah, like I thought that could have been like a meteoric fucking pop.
I don't know. That pop was pretty fucking big.
You know, you just heard that.
Yeah, like I don't know, because I was underwhelmed by it.
I thought it was great.
I know live, like maybe everybody liked it, but I don't know. I was kind of underwhelmed after he
Choked him in the back.
after he got murdered.
He murdered you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Your revenge is putting on a Blue Panther mask and me and you.
yeah, like
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like I don't know. I thought
That's
it
a
was
good point.
Like you literally got murdered
He should
on
have had
live TV in the
A
ring.
shovel.
He should have bagged Yuta.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Then you come
He
back.
should have bagged you. Is that a spot now?
Bagging? Yeah.
Yeah.
Teabag.
Yeah, like he just knocked Yuta and what's his name out, threw him out, and like that was it. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like after they literally killed you in the ring. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Darby then...
It could have been highlighted, but I don't
he's-
know. But the pop was huge.
Pop was huge.
Well,
And
they
then-
needed something.
I don't know. Yeah, just for me,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, after all that they fucking did to you, like that's it.
Darby then comes down from the rafters like Sting, and Moxley's just completely selling it like he's seen a ghost.
Did you notice his makeup was smeared already?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Darby's?
Yeah.
Sweating?
I
You think
don't-
he's sweating up there?
I don't know.
It's probably hot up there at the rafters. I'm assuming, I don't know. That's the thing I was thinking of.
No, it doesn't run like that when he has a regular match.
Speaking of coming down
It looked
like
like he
Sting,
looked like
that
this.
dude in the front row looked exactly like Sting.
Yeah,
that was dressed like Sting.
Dude, I thought they were gonna do a switch out.
What with the old spot from TNA?
like,
where RVD
that's
spot?
good.
And do a Sting, like in the
Switch
crowd
out.
spot. Like,
That's
dude, that
good.
you take like Hangman on the outside and fucking Moxley's like, look at this Sting motherfucker, and then he turns around and it's actually fucking Sting.
Dude,
That's
you could have
good.
fooled me because that dude looked exactly
Yeah.
like Sting.
So then Moxley's selling this shock of Darby, and it's giving time for Hangman to just fucking drill him with the fucking buckshot. And then there was another one to him, and then Danielson and Darby take the Death Riders out. Paige gave him on the apron. He put him through a table with a dead eye, and then Marina was trying to help him up. She got him up to save him. And then the Bucks came in. They took out Hangman with an EVP trigger. So Moxley then pulls out a fucking bed of nails under the ring. He gave him a curb stomp on that, and another paradigm shift. And Paige gets up from that off the bed of nails.
Didn't Swerve come out at this point?
Swerve comes out right now.
Okay.
So Moxley's then giving the briefcase, and then Prince Nana is there underneath the timekeeper's
That was
table.
great.
And
That was
great.
she goes away, and her hand is fucking handcuffed to the timekeeper's
I know,
table.
I'm like, the fuck?
And Prince Nana pops out and does the
He's
fuck-
so over with me for that spot. He is now.
Dude, because like you said, it was like that, and I was like,
Yeah, dude.
oh shit, and it was
does
fucking
the
Nana.
fucking
Can you imagine
dance.
if he fumbled? If he fumbled, it just screws up the whole spot.
Screws up everything.
Yeah, it was quick.
It was.
Like, boom.
It was.
Because when it was happening, I like originally like,
I see. Did she
She
have
was like
something on her wrist? That's what I would say.
no, but she was like going underneath the timekeeper's table, like thumbing on. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? I was like, well, whatever. Then comes out and does that, and then I was like, oh. And then Nana comes out, which shocked me even more.
Time popped huge for Nana.
I was like, oh.
Friend of the show, Prince Nana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated to put him over for that.
Swerve then hits the ring. He fucking lays out the Young Bucks, and he tosses Hangman his chain. And Paige is just so fired up at this point. He beats the shit out of Moxley.
He barely even. He only has like the last 6 inches of the chain in his hand.
That's all you need, dude. All you need is 6 inches,
Well,
baby.
Thank God.
Shouts out to Kendra. Hangman Adam Page is named Hangman Adam Page, and how does he win the fucking belt like a hangman? He fucking hangs John Moxley.
Dude, one of the best sells I've seen in a long time.
yeah.
Oh my God, Moxley's
Moxley
cell was
sold
gone.
that like he
I thought
was
it was
fucking
real.
dying.
Moxley's sell of the choke out of the
Best
chain
sell ever in the history of the business.
is
Yeah.
one of the all-time greatest sells in pro wrestling history.
100%.
And he looked like the life was
He
escaping.
looked like he was legit dying.
I mean, my
was
God,
great.
covered in blood. This is fucking wrestling. I marked the fuck out for this. This was as good.
I was like, oh shit, that's good.
This was as good as wrestling can get. That right there, what we just saw. This is an absolute easy 5-star. It's an absolute classic. Moxley and Hangman and all the run-ins. I think they fucking delivered and some for the biggest match that they could do. This was just absolutely tremendous, fantastic work.
How long was this, Ollie?
35. Well, basically 36.
But there was nothing wasted in it. There was no bullshit. This
No,
match.
the other matches felt 31, 30. Like, this
Yeah.
was not.
I was
like
on the
a-
edge of my seat.
Yeah,
dude.
right.
I was so invested in this, and I absolutely loved it. And kudos to both
The
them.
bed of nails is great.
Yeah, it's fucking
And you
awesome.
see it was heavy and it
Yeah.
wasn't fake or whatever.
Dude, the buckshot on the bed of nails, I don't know how he did it so like,
quick. He was so
Yeah.
close. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's he gonna hit him with?
Yeah, right. He was so close, and they
He
fucking,
got him. He split quick.
And Mox did a good job of like stepping back and
Yeah.
stepping over. Fucking yeah, dude.
I fucking love this, and Paige celebrating got just such a pop. That finish got such a fucking pop, man. Moxley at the end, and I was kind of wondering, like, because a Texas Death with the counting, a pin usually gives you the big pop. when you do something like a Texas Death, I don't know if it can give you the opportunity to give you that big pop.
Well, and a 10 count's not really going to give you a big
Right.
pop.
I really like that they didn't do the pin.
I do
like
too.
it. I like the 10 count for the Texas Death match.
And I love that he didn't just get choked out. He tapped out like a fucking puss. And it was perfect, man. The coward.
Pack like a pussy was dying.
I know, but he's the
You ain't a puss if you're dying.
Did you see him get forked in the first 5 minutes?
But he's the coward. He finally got his comeuppance.
Yeah.
He finally got his comeuppance in the feud, is what I'm saying.
Comeuppance. All right, Grandma Moses.
I need a thesaurus for that one.
Comeuppance, that little boy.
5-star. Ollie, what do you give it, man?
Yeah, I mean, real easy 5-star. Like,
Yeah.
super entertained the whole time. These dudes went out there and laid it the fuck in. Like, didn't leave any stone unturned. I mean, 5 stars for the whole thing.
Yeah. Hack.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's just good shit.
Dude, if you're going out there and you're getting, like, stabbed in the head with a fucking fork, like...
And then you go 35.
yeah,
That was in the first minute.
I mean...
And you know, said he kept bleeding the whole match. What's his name at the end had nothing on him because he lost a lot on the bald guy's shirt. He wiped his
Claudio, yeah.
Claudio, yeah.
But yeah, he was bleeding the whole time.
But you absolutely loved it, Hack.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. To me, it was the best match on the show.
Yeah.
So, well, that and the girls' match.
Yeah, this is so good. Ty.
Yeah, 5-star. Fucking bangerang. Other than, I think they fumbled the Danielson return for me personally. I mean, the match was still awesome, and I loved how it was kind of like the culmination of like 5 storylines in one. When you come to like Moxley and how he fucked over Darby and how they fucked over Danielson and they fucked over Ospreay.
Fucked over Swerve.
And then Swerve's got his own thing with fucking Hangman that they culminated, and fucking like everything with that, and your biggest pay-per-view of the night, like you had a 5-star fucking banger championship match, and also were able to culminate like 5 fucking storylines in one with like. That's good shit.
Yeah.
Like, really good shit.
Yeah, they really set themselves up to, like, set a bunch of people up in a new direction for, like, this next run that they're going to do.
And he would Swerve knocking down the EVP dudes, too.
Yeah,
That's
like
another one in
everything
there.
was just like fucking, you're closed door, not necessarily closed, you know, because Darby and Mox might fucking...
Closed chapters.
Yeah,
Closed
like chapter, like, you do all that on one match, and you're so used to Mox's boys like fucking over everything, but here comes Darby, here comes Dan, you know, getting Hangman's back. It's almost like AEW versus Mox and whoever, you know what I'm saying?
Which is what
like,
that angle tried to be at the start, and I don't think it really ever got there until like the last bit of this angle, where it was like AEW versus the Death Riders.
right.
And it finally got to that point.
Yeah, and it finally culminated in that point. And did anyone think that the championship might not be in the briefcase? Because I don't think the championship, it didn't look like it would fit in that briefcase, first of all.
There was a really good thing I saw on Twitter, is apparently the belt plates on there still had Bryan Danielson's Dragon belt plates.
That's
on the
awesome.
side plates. So Moxley's saying like, oh, when I put that in the briefcase, when I won it that night, it literally hasn't been out of the briefcase since that night.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Which is cool as fuck. I think that's just like a little...
I didn't notice it, but you say that. That's awesome.
When Hangman showed everybody the championship, it really dawned on me. I was like, I kind of forgot what it looked like
It's
for a
been out of the
second.
case. Didn't they change cases after the first couple weeks?
I don't know.
I think they changed cases.
Well, maybe they have, but we haven't seen
say,
it.
I got it. None of you guys. That could be a figment, totally. But I'm buying it right now.
The fans
Not
have
the same
not.
case.
The fans have not seen that belt since October.
Well, because I know the belt is huge.
Yeah.
It looks way bigger than that briefcase. I don't know how he opened,
I'm
like,
thinking exactly that. I'm like, there ain't no belt in there. It's like they ripped him or something because it looked like he had it open, but it looked like he was fumbling with it.
Yeah.
Well,
For some reason.
Well, he didn't realize he
didn't
realize he needed the key at first to open it.
At first, I thought he was getting fucked and the case wouldn't open.
Oh
And I was
God!
like-
Could you imagine if they
I was
botched
like,
it at the
oh,
end?
fuck. Like, he's going to have to bash the thing on the spikes to get the fucking thing open.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Oh, to kill your whole freaking
But
pay per
I'm
view.
glad the way I'm glad they ended it on such a fucking high note after such a long night and everything like that. But
And the crowd was there.
They
Yeah.
were there.
They were. I can't believe after all those hours. Dude, that's a long day for those kids, those people.
Shout
Yeah, it
out
was
to
a
the
large
AEW
pop-
fans, man.
Yeah,
a
shouts out
large
to AEW.
popcorn and an 8-ball.
Yeah.
I mean, literally. No, no, it's too long for Coke. You need meth for this show. You need. This is a meth show.
All right, method of hot dog.
Next week on the show, you guys can't miss our interview with the legendary MILF, Kendra Lust, and our next wrestling topic, ECW Heatwave 1998. One of, if not the greatest ECW pay-per-view of all time.
What did I do?
Hack, you were in the main event with Tommy and Spike Dudley taking on the Dudley Boys in a 6-man tag.
This shit.
You were
No.
headed to Dudleyville, baby.
This was a great pay-per-view. I also, housekeeping here, I also want to announce that some of you have probably already seen this, but you have to check out our YouTube page. In addition to the full shows on video, we are working hard on bringing you content, and we are proud to bring you reactions, where each week Hack and our boy Gunky Mane are going to be reacting to 2 videos, one non-wrestling and one wrestling. We've gotten some great feedback on this already, so if you haven't had a chance, check it out. Head on over to our YouTube to watch and subscribe. And additionally, if you have any requests, hit us up on our social media in the comments via email or just, send us a message.
Well, that or if you got any videos that you want to send Gunk or us or whatever that we can relay for Hack to react to
Yeah.
or rehack
Rehack to.
Yeah, I love that name. That was a good call, Gunk.
Yeah, it's a great call.
But yeah.
No, I'm really excited about this. Gunky's done a fantastic job with this companion content, and I know if you dig what we do on this show, you're absolutely going to love this on YouTube as well.
Life's a garden, dig it.
Yeah. As always, listener questions send in to sandmanpod@gmail.com. Please leave a name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for. Joe Cummings writes in, "Hey there, so when I was in high school, one of my best friends got injured during a track meet. It was pretty serious and he had to be hospitalized for a while. Our athletic director had a good friend who was a pro wrestler, and he was going to visit Brian when he got out of the hospital. So Brian invited about 5 of us over, and guess who showed up? Our favorite wrestler from ECW, the Sandman. It was an incredible experience. We all had a blast, and he even stuck around to take pictures and chat about wrestling. We were all huge wrestling fans back then. It was one of the coolest things to ever happen to us. We saw many shows at Viking Hall on Swanson and Rittner at the ECW Arena. I was 16 years old in this picture. Great memory." And he sent us in a picture as well. So you visited their friend after you had... This is really cool. And he sent a picture, Hack.
Dude, I don't walk around with cameras showing all my good deeds that I do every day, and the tons and tons of money that I give to charities. And the money that I give the lemonade stands alone.
Okay.
E60 Sandman
Still
edition.
that lemonade thing for me, because I bought from a lemonade stand 2 days ago. This fucking guy.
I'm going to have to put this picture that Joe sent in on our social media. That's a really cool story, man. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, did he give a town or anything? I guess it's local.
It
right?
has to be local. We didn't give a town, but he sent
Well, he
in...
said he's been to a bunch of shows at the arena, so I would assume local.
I'm assuming you have no memory of this whatsoever.
I did it so often I can't discern them all.
Yeah, okay.
There's so many
You're
children's
so lucky.
hospital visits.
I was just
Yeah,
going to
you're
say.
John Cena over here. John
Make a
Cena.
wish things I've done,
Yeah,
all of it.
Yeah, John Cena right under that.
It's Hack.
Sandman.
I just don't like to talk about it.
Heart Attack Rick writes in,
Ricky!
"What's up, Mr. Shit Myself and his little stink nuggets and the big coochie Mr. Hanky? Nice, wet, ripe one into the mic. I felt and tasted that one in Harrisburg."
I felt
Oh, yeah, didn't Hack deliberately fart
Yes,
into the
you
mic?
did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. AEW All In, Tony Storm eats some pussy. Enough said. All right,
Hell
Rick.
yes,
No,
Rick.
one
We're
more
in.
Thank you, Rick. Mm-hmm. Jed from Braintree, Massachusetts writes
Say
in.
that.
Did he just write in? He just got his shit off, and then what did he say at the end?
He said...
Tony Storm eating pussy.
Tony
That
Storm
was
eats some
it.
pussy.
Yeah,
That's
He
it.
got his shit into that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Rick knows when to go home.
Yeah, come out hot, get a pop.
Yeah. All right, here we go. This is Jed from Braintree, Mass.
Hey, Jed.
Howdy, Hack Holiday and the Huckleberry Posse. It's Jed from the hills of Braintree, Massachusetts, getting caught up on
We're coming soon.
the best pod this side of the Mississippi.
Kowloon.
Yeah.
Bart.
What a main event Hanger and Mox had, huh?
I love his hillbilly. I mean, it's horrible. But
Recollected me of the good old days of you down there in ECW. Especially when that Marina went through the table like Franny used to do. So, fellas, what's the verdict on that barber wire? Was it legit or a load of horse pucky? You can never tell with them AEW boys.
Who does he sound like? He sounds like a mix of Stone Cold and somebody else. I can't figure it out.
Keep them pod things coming like a fresh batch of white lightning. What? One last thing, glad Shake and Bake Rick's okay. I thought he was gonna blow a gasket like Big Ol' Hoss from that Sweat LOL he took so personal and get shipped off to the glue factory. See y'all down the trail. It's because last week you
just to make you talk like that is worth it.
That was good, Tasha. I'll give you that.
Somebody else send another voice. Do something else to make him do another voice.
Jen wrote in, you were like,
I want to hear him
hey,
do Michael
Jen.
Jackson.
Bob from Broomall writes in.
Bobby.
Hacky Lewis in the news.
Wait, hold
There
on.
you
We
go.
didn't answer Jen.
What?
What was his question?
About barbed wire?
Yeah, shoot barbed wire, I thought.
Yeah,
Everything was shoot barbed wire, yeah.
Shoot barbed wire.
yeah, it
during
just
the
matters how long the prongs are on it.
Okay.
Sorry, I just wanted to answer
okay.
it
It's
all
through the
different
whole
sides.
fucking,
I was into character, sorry.
yeah, the whole Farmer Fred, Looney Tune. Who's the big chicken in the Looney Tunes?
Rhode Island Red.
Yeah.
Luckily, I keep my feathers numbered for just such an occasion.
I reckon you do, sir.
That's funny answering me like Jen.
Bob from Broomall writes in.
I thought we already did him.
No, we haven't. Hacky Lewis in the news. Who is someone you watch every week and can't understand why they're not pushed to the moon? For me, it's Takeshka. That dude has main villain written all over him, especially with Callus as his mouthpiece. I just can't understand why he's booked as he is. He's fucking incredible. Thanks for the great content. Hack, take it easy on Taz. He's beloved.
Didn't we just talk about Takeshka
We did.
earlier?
You kind of brought him up.
Yeah, it's funny how he's saying that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we all feel that way about him.
Is there anyone else, either company in wrestling, where you're like, man, why aren't they pushed more?
Mine was Athena, but
Athena?
looks like we're going to get that right now.
We're going to get that. I mean, it's not that he's not pushed, but to me, Fletcher's like God. Like, Fletcher's so good. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, you have him lose it. I mean, he's got to break through at some point because he's getting there and then he's losing.
I thought he had a belt.
Fletcher hasn't yet.
I don't know.
I don't know
Anybody
anybody
else?
really off the top of my head.
Anybody for you, Hack? Either company? Anybody?
Nah, I don't pay that much attention.
No. Okay. Thanks, Bob, for the question. Petey from Michigan, a.k.a. Gotch-style bong rips on Instagram, writes in. That is the best Instagram handle ever, Petey, by the
He
way.
likes it.
Gotch-style bong grips.
I follow him. He's like,
Yeah, he's a great dude.
All right,
He
he
did,
some sick artifact.
yeah, he did some sick art of you this past week that we put up. Yeah, it was
Nice.
really good. What's up, guys? I've been really loving the podcast. I listen to you guys every week, every
you.
day at work.
Thanks, brother.
It's super sick to get Hack's perspective on the current product, and it's awesome to hear you guys shoot the shit. Definitely got to get Hack a weed sponsor so we can get stoned on Hack's
Tell me about it.
rosin
Yeah, we do.
pens.
In fact, I'm gonna go check the mailbox. I got something coming today.
Yo,
The Pendo stick.
yeah, all right. My question for Hack is, does he have a favorite piece of merchandise that's been made for him? How does he feel when the ECW figures came out? I really loved that he had shirts designed by the legendary designer Hyru, who has created so many legendary shirt graphics, most famously the shirts he designed for Terry Funk. I really appreciate the pod, guys. Helps the day fly by listening to y'all, and wish you and the crew the best. If you're ever in the Ann Arbor, Michigan area, let's get stoned. So, do you have a favorite piece of merch, Hack?
One T-shirt with a silhouette of me, black and white.
The first WWE shirt.
Yeah,
Okay,
easily
and
my favorite.
how did you feel about the ECW figures coming out? I don't know if he means it from ECW time or from the ones.
I don't
now.
know. I'm getting paid, and I charge them. They pay me a lot for them, and I get paid like to sign the things, so you get the double dip.
Okay, shouts out to that new fridge with
Signed a
Wi-Fi.
ton of them.
Yeah, right? Yeah, LG fridge with Wi-Fi, right? Nah, thanks for the listens, bro.
Yeah, thanks for listening, and definitely check out his art, man, because that guy is really, really good.
Are we bringing up that letter?
Yeah, hold on. That's going to be the last one.
right.
Josh from Hamilton, Ohio,
Hi,
writes
Josh.
in, "Hey guys, love the show. I really enjoy hearing you guys talk about wrestling history as well as recent events and matches. The general bullshitting is always entertaining too. Last March, Hack was in my hometown at a convention, and I'm still kicking myself for not making it to his booth. Well, you're a loser. Any upcoming appearances in the area?"
So how would a hillbilly say? How would Jed say that? Loser.
My dad's from Hamilton, Ohio.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. How would Jed say? I can't.
He can't get right into counting on the spot.
Yeah, come on.
Not for one word.
No, I can't think. I'm trying to say like being disappointed. I don't know what I would say. I can't think of anything.
You're all right, fine.
I'll get back to you, Joshua, on this one. He's still kicking himself for not making it over to your booth. Are you having any upcoming appearances in the area? Maybe GalaxyCon Columbus in December. Do you know of any appearances you're having in Ohio?
I don't know.
Josh, we'll keep you posted if he's going to be appearing in
If
Ohio.
I did, I wouldn't really
Just
know.
check
Instagram.
the Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be posted on the story for anywhere he's going soon.
Lastly here, we got a little gift in the mail.
This is great.
We got a gift in the mail from a listener, and he gave, this is to Tyler, okay?
Hey, wait! Show the letter to the camera.
We got a beautiful letter from one of our listeners.
It looks like girls writing. Actually,
No,
it's
this
nice.
is inbred Ed handwriting here.
Wow.
Well, half girl, half guy.
Brother, sister handwriting. He said, "Tyler, I hope this gets to you in the mean streets of Berwyn." I had it sent to my house. Peach is toasty. Hope you're enjoying it as well. You guys are killing it on the podcast. The whole crew is a great vibe. It's just dudes shooting the breeze who know what they're talking about. The sports topic added nice touch, and I love you all are NBA fans as well. Few and far between in my area. Wrestling is obviously the hit, though. On fire with that. Anyways, you all keep doing your thing. Rock it out. Ed in Shinston, West Virginia, a.k.a. Inbred Ed. So, fantastic note. And
You the man, Ed.
You the man. He gave you a couple tins of...
Last time I got a letter like that, I was in jail. Just so you know.
Yeah, some Timberwolf here, some peach pouches, which
Oh, he was telling us about that.
He
right?
was.
He's
He
over
was
with
putting it
that?
over.
peach pouches aren't around this way, so I'm very interested into trying them out here.
We don't get peach pouches
Oh,
around
yeah.
yonder.
No, we're both going to try him out.
He's in and out.
Yeah.
Oh, you could. Oh, that's your new gimmick.
We don't get peach pouches around yonder, but...
You got to do half the show in Hillbilly.
No, I'm not doing that.
Half Hillbilly.
And this Timber Wolf company, I'm not sure. Ollie, have you seen this company?
I
Timber
have
Wolf? No, so it hasn't really reached up here. I know it might be an inbred company. I'm not sure. But
Thank you so much.
no,
Ed.
yeah, thank you so much. Honestly, and the handwritten letter was super cool. Appreciate you always listening.
Going on our new LG fridge, baby.
That's right, for the
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, baby.
Our third brand new one delivered in the last freaking 2 weeks.
Nah, but it's awesome that you took
Don't
the
buy
time.
Samsung refrigerator.
Yeah, you took the time to handwrite this, and that you're always listening and writing in. Thank you, Ed.
Next week on the show, adult film superstar, MILF of the year. How many times? 7 or 8?
She's
She's
the
MILF
MILF
forever.
of the century.
MILF of the century.
Forever MILF.
Kendra Lust. It's one of the most unhinged podcast interviews you will ever hear. It's fantastic. Check it out. But before we go, Hack.
What's a gilf? A grandma you want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's not that.
All right, I'm just saying though. I
Are
don't
you
know.
thinking about yourself?
No.
Is that your recent search history?
You're trying to look up new categories.
I don't know. It just popped into my head.
Hack, before we go, the
That
king
must
of the
be
week
the-
or the toast of the week?
Ah, Schwarber.
Schwarber. Toast.
All right, boys. We'll see you next week.
Peace.